Right now, the SEC is a street fight in a Waffle House parking lot. We're talking 5 squads sitting pretty at 2 losses in conference play after the weekend. Everyone thinks they're prom king, but only one gets to walk home with the crown. So who better than Mr. Paul, I'm contractually obligated to love Alabama, Finebaum, to bless us peasants with his take on who's running the show down there. But before we hear from him, don't be shy, hit that subscribe button over there to be the biggest know-it-all when it comes to the SEC. Now back to the video. After a bonkers Week 12, is Texas back yet? The answer is yes, Texas is so back. The Longhorns are sitting all high and mighty atop the SEC standings with a 9-1 record. But let's not kid ourselves. I know you're about as convinced as a frat dude on his 5th natty light trying to remember if he locked the door, and Paul Finebaum agrees with you. I don't think Texas is the best team. They just don't look that part, he said. They may end up the champion, but to me, Ole Miss, at the moment, looks the best. And I don't want to sound like that guy creating public relations from the SEC headquarters building. There are a couple of road games. Ole Miss has a road game at Florida. Alabama at Oklahoma doesn't sound pretty scary. But I'll tell you, the game that I'm really interested in is A&M at Auburn. A&M is a terrible road team. They have just struggled on the road. Auburn is just that team that's been hanging around all year. Doing nothing, by the way, but capable of maybe scratching out an ugly win. I don't want to short sell Ole Miss at Florida, but I mean, a little bit dangerous too. Texas squeaked by Arkansas with a 2010 snoozer. No, seriously, I fell asleep after halftime. If that's your SEC king, I'd like a recount. And let's not forget their one loss of the season was a dog show against Georgia. Yeah, that same dog squad whose offense had the creativity of a 9 a.m. accounting lecture that day. Losing 30-15 to that version of Georgia. Yikes. Now let's talk about Ole Miss, aka the Rebels, aka the hottest thing in the SEC right now. Sure, they had their Kentucky moment, but who hasn't had a weird Saturday in Lexington? Lately, though, they're hotter than a deep-fried Twinkie at a state fair. Just last week, Ole Miss embarrassed Georgia 28-10 while putting up 400 yards of offense. That's not just winning, that's stealing their lunch money and eating it in front of them. Finebaum's leaning Ole Miss as the SEC's big dog right now, and honestly, I'm riding shotgun with that take. But like he said, teams like Auburn and Florida are still lurking in the weeds, ready to play spoiler like that one guy who ruins every group project. 2 weeks left in this circus, and it's anyone's game. Buckle up, buttercups, because the SEC chaos train isn't slowing down. Who do you got as the team to beat in the SEC? Let's argue about it in the comments below. And give this video a like if you feel like it. If not, thanks for making it this far anyway. Till next time.